for everyone. It's not. Am I bothering you even more? It's the thought process for me. You're watching me, watch me. Make your blood pressure go up. Now, it really be the thought process me. You ever was just minding your business with the minding your business, someone said, you make me sick, you get on my goddamn nerve! Why you watch me for, motherfucker? Oh, it's the thought process of me. I never understood this. Like, how you bring your own blood pressure up at the end and get mad at the innocent person that was just in their own lane? Ma'am, sir, it's not making sense. The doctor trying to figure out your goddamn train of thought is, hold on 1 second. So you mean to tell me is this specific person at the end of the day is making your blood pressure go up, but you continue to allow yourself to preserve at the end of the day their energy over here, what they got going on, to entertain yourself? No, that's the thought process. Me, I didn't send for you. You came for me. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Loving yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. They said that you was being yourself. You know, loving yourself, relating to your comfort zone at the end of the day, not to dim your own light when it came to pain. Dang. That's what they wanted you to do. They wanted you to get discouraged, to sneak this, and at the end they didn't work. But you continue to elevate, to actually see your vision. You know, to believe in your faith. Something that they couldn't understand at the end of the day was to walk in their own light. When it came to their own conscience, to treat them right. They had to disrespect you at the end of the day, to try to antagonize you, to get a reaction. Only to realize they had to do themselves a favor, to go within, because they lacked self-love, and they was only disturbing their own peace, disrespecting you, neighbor. Oh, because you didn't lack self-awareness, you went within to actually love yourself. You didn't think you was better than nobody, let alone trying to hurt nobody. All you believe was loving yourself. It wasn't a walk in the park, choosing yourself to actually recognize you are worthy to love you. Yeah, love yourself, the better yourself, never dim your light. Love yourself, the better yourself, never dim your light. My content ain't for everybody, and I say that respectfully. What's a comfort zone if you can't relate to you? What's a comfort zone only when you want to choose you? Nah. I choose me every single day to try to dim my light. I choose me every single day to try to dim my light. I'm recognize my smile. I am worthy enough to get lost in someone's words. Dang. Energy is different. I ain't get lost in your words because you ain't chose me. I allowed me to love me even when I couldn't see. A point of view that you couldn't relate to. Because you thought I was better than somebody, and I was never part of your race. At the end of the day, when it came to your secret competition, I was just loving me. I was relating to me to love me. I was relating to me not to overlook me. I was relating to me know that I am worthy. You got mad because I was recognizing my smile to see myself frown when you tried to kick me down to see me frown. Throwing sport in a toxic way to make me feel uncomfortable. Trying to energy harvest over my energy, trying to drain me at the end of the day so I can't show up for me. So I won't believe in my reality when it comes to my faith. You even try to discourage me at the end of the day. Gang stalking was truly real. Trying to antagonize me. It took a whole group of people to kick one person down. Trying to see them frown at the end of the day because they knew at the end of the day, hold on 1 second, God was truly over in favor over this innocent person who didn't have to play a victim. They were just in their own lane. They wasn't running from their past, but at the end of the day, they knew who they are. And they have to wear a mask to gaslight you. When you try to antagonize them, talking about, hold on 1 second, this person is not who they say they are. When this whole entire time they knew how to be themselves, something that you couldn't go in, something that you couldn't do. Because you lack self-awareness, not trying to be true to you. Or because I love myself. And I ain't have to disrespect you at the end of the day or nobody else. I knew how to respect my neighbor even when I couldn't see. Even when you wanted me to get out of character. At the end of the day, hold on 1 second. My dreams came true. I found peace within. I loved me. Something that you couldn't relate to. Oh, I get it. They sit there say, you whack, you corny, you ain't nobody. But I love myself to better myself. I love myself to better myself. I'm recognizing my smile. I'm not trying to dim my light. Because you try to see me frown. They said, what are you talking about? You don't make no type of sense at the end of the day when you talk. But that's the point where I be talking about right there. I'm just in my own lane. And what's truly for me at the end of the day ain't gonna disrespect me, let alone mistreat me. It really be the thought process of me. How folks be feeling at the end of the day. Their narrative is truly irrelevant at the end of the day when it was a pointless conversation. How they made themselves so sick at the end of the day watching me love me. It really be the thought process of me. When you're your authentic self, just being yourself. My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. Have a good day. It's a thought process to me. You know when you choose you, to truly love you, to walk in your path at the end of the day, you know, in your own lane. If you're having a good day or a bad day, you still know an even exchange, not to kick your neighbor down, little disrespect them at the end of the day. But it really be the thought process. I mean, I don't need nobody to pray for me at the end of the day, because I don't know what your ill intentions is, and I say that respectfully. I wasn't looking for your likes and views, let alone your clout chasing. And I say that respectfully. I didn't need you to actually promote me at the end of the day, and I say that respectfully. I didn't ask you for you to like or share or anything in that nature. I was just in my own lane, because what's truly for me at the end of the day ain't gonna disrespect me. It's the thought process, me. People pick and choose who they want to bully. People pick and choose at the end of the day. Who they feel at the end of the day is worthy. Why? Because I'm my authentic self, and I know how to be myself. It's the thought process to me. Have you ever been diagnosed by the doctor? They say that you're not going to be able to see another day. And the diagnosis made you feel mad unstable. Didn't even know your trainer thought if you was coming or going. All you asked for was God to truly heal me. I just want to be better than myself at the end of the day than I was yesterday. Do you got a plan for me? They would never understand the obstacles I had to face each and every single day. You know when you want to tell folks your business because all they want to do is throw it in your face? Or because we don't heal the same? They don't understand how you choose yourself every single day once they hear what you're going through when it come to pain. But you're not trying to brush that on nobody at the end of the day. Because God is giving you your strength every single day in the most healthiest way, not to dim you like get discouraged at the end of the day in someone's words because they didn't know how to treat you right. My content ain't for everybody. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. You know what practice makes perfect? They would never understand your love language. It's a thought process of me. Now I say that respectfully. Because what you ain't got the heart to do is actually love you. Because if you did at the end of the day, you wouldn't have all this animosity at the end of the day to discourage your neighbor. You would just stay in your lane. Now respectfully. But all that negative energy, it wasn't even called for at the end of the day. It really be the thought process of me. You can save your apologies when it comes to your excuses. Because instead of you projecting the negative energy, you could truly go within to love yourself, to stay in your lane. It's the thought process of me. I know how to respect my neighbor with no malicious intentions. And when you truly down for me at the end of the day, I know you wasn't supposed to sit at my table. Because why would you want someone to cause chaos and confusion and disturb your peace? It really be the thought process of me. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. They say practice makes perfect. And you was worthy of choosing you. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, even when they didn't understand you. You know, like when you're talking to somebody at the end of the day, you ever got lost in your own words at the end of the day? As folks just wanted to walk away because they couldn't understand what you was actually saying at the end of the day, and you wanted someone to be patient with you, but they overlooked you. But when the right person walked into your life, they understood where you was coming from, even when you was talking a different type of language. Hold on one second. I chose me, and you understood me. I chose me, and you didn't overlook me. I chose me, you didn't judge me. I chose me. Thank you for being patient with me. I chose me. Wow. It didn't matter what department of your life you was at the end of the day, how you was showing up as a character. And I say that respectfully, humbly. You know, because when you go outside in the real world, at the end of the day, certain folks ain't going to understand your love language when it comes to actually your representation. You know, the outside point of view, actually looking at the end of the day when you could truly be a good person, but they would never understand because they was quick to judge you. Here's the thought process to me, how this type of stuff happens every single day. Folks be swearing up and down like they know you. Folks be swearing up and down at the end of the day. Hold on one second. You don't make no type of sense. But why should it have to wait until it's your situation for someone to disrespect you, make you feel like, hold on one second, you're not worthy of choosing you? You know, that conversation that, hold on one second, I know what I was saying, but you didn't understand or relate to how I was saying it. But hold on one second. The person that you just kicked down, just disrespected just now, just showed you at the end of the day that you could be yourself, that you could relate to you at the end of the day. And I ain't got to discourage you, but I hear you. They didn't understand you, but I understand you. They didn't understand you, but I'm being patient with you. They didn't understand you because they didn't have time for you. No, it's the thought process because everybody's not supposed to be part of your journey. Nah, respectfully, it really be the thought process to me. I would hate for your child to go through a situation at the end of the day and someone says they can't hear your child or understand what they're saying at the end of the day. I would hope that you would want someone to be patient with your baby at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully, not to overlook them to run game at the end of the day or tell them that they're not worthy of talking. It really be the thought process to me. How folks be swearing up and down that they truly know you. My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. It's not. And that's okay. You gotta be mindful and wise when certain individuals saying, I'm praying for you, neighbor. Nah, I'm good. You can keep that negative energy to yourself. And I say that respectfully because if you had all this animosity at the end of the day, what makes you think that prayer is going to be a good one? No, it's the thought process for me. Nah, respectfully. Because if that was the case, all you should have just said, I'm praying for you. All that other extra stuff at the end of the day was uncalled for. It just shows a lot about your character traits. And I said that respectfully. One-sided mindset. Lack of self-awareness. What happened to respecting your neighbor with no malicious intentions? Even if you can't understand their love language. And they ain't trying to hurt nobody. With malicious intentions, the energy is different. They not projected that negative energy into the universe. What happened to staying in your lane? It really be the thought process of me when folks be trying to project pain. It was a situation within a situation. Someone just got sacked at their own free will. But it was an innocent person that was lost the words and they couldn't get their words together. They talking to the officer telling them to calm down. I can't understand you. But the right officer walked in and hold on one second. What did you say? I hear you, 1 second. I hear you, I'm taking everything down. The energy is different. You see how one person shows up, they overlook you. The next person comes in at the end of the day, they just doing their job the right way, regardless of how much under pressure you truly are under. And they still understand your love language. That you didn't have to have malicious intentions. You was just trying to get your thoughts together. It's a thought process to me. I guess you still wouldn't understand that either. I guess I'm not making sense to you, but I'll make sense for the next person. It's okay, because everybody else is a part of my journey. Imagine going to the doctor. You speaking the same language that they speaking, but they not understanding your language at the end of the day, and you speaking the same language as them. You tell them that you feel pain in your body. It's going from the right side to the left side. It's hurting, and you ain't trying to hurt nobody, but they taking you at the end of the day as an aggressive person. And you wasn't trying to disrespect nobody. You just wanted someone to understand you, only for someone to come in and understand your point of view when everybody else overlooked you, laughed at you at the end of the day, saying that you was crazy, slow, stupid, and retarded. Now, it'd be the thought process to me, how folks be having so much to say when it comes to their one-sided mindset at the end of the day until it happens to them. And then they understand, hold on 1 second, I got to change my chain of thought. Hold on 1 second, class been in session. Now, it really be the thought process. I mean, I wouldn't care if you call me a lame. At the end of the day, I'm a weirdo. I'm a dumbass, bitch, that dyke bitch. It's the thought process. I mean, did I say that? I didn't mean to say that, but I said it. Like, shut the F up already. I'm tired of you talking. But nobody asked for you to come over here at the end of the day. You invited yourself. No, it's the thought process, me. Allow. Nah, respectfully. I understood the challenge. Because folks, every single day, you got to walk into the world where at the end of the day, they're going to try to challenge you right to left, point you out to be the victim at the end of the day. Hold on one second. You made me the victim. And then you try to sit there and manipulate the situation. Because you got controlling issues. If nobody else saw it at the end of the day, you could have made the situation look so comfortable in your attention span. No, it's the thought process for me. I said what I said. Hold on, should I break it down for you? It's how people could take control of the narrative when they control people. Because they got controlling issues. I would hate for the situation to actually happen to you. For someone try to play with you. And make you feel uncomfortable. Especially someone that says they're an authority figure. Got your back against the wall at the end of the day. I thought you were so tough. What happened to that energy at the end of the day? It'd be the thought process for me. No, it's the thought process for me. I hope someone actually understands you and hears you when it's time to talk. Now, respectfully, it really be the thought process for me. How this type of stuff happens every single day when you least expect it. I didn't have to be disrespectful to you in no shape or form, but I'm just saying at the end of the day. They say real recognize real. How not understand the definition of real at the end of the day? I wouldn't care if my neighbor didn't make sense at the end of the day. They wasn't trying to hurt me. They was in their own lane at the end of the day. My neighbors is doing them at the end of the day. Everything they love themselves. Something that you couldn't get in tune with, someone choosing them. But that's the point of life at the end of the day. Everybody is supposed to be part of your journey. And that's okay. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Someone ran up on a drive-thru. Not literally. But they was asking for a proper meal. And within that proper meal from customer service, the customer service said they couldn't understand them because they was disabled. So they had to get another colleague to come help. Only to realize, hold on one second. They made someone feel truly uncomfortable. The consumer that came in to make a purchase. It had to take the supervisor to actually come down and speak to the consumer to get things on the right page. Because everybody was trying to humiliate that person with malicious intentions. And only to realize, hold on one second, it wasn't an even exchange. It was just a misunderstanding when it came to someone's disability. But they judged a book by its cover until it happened to them. They found themselves in a situation, now they having a stroke. Here's the thought process for me. Now they in the ER trying to figure out they train of thought that it wasn't funny at the end of the day. Because they was laughing at someone's pain. That just dealt with an accident at the end of the day. Someone just bust their face open and had a heart attack. And their life ain't never been the same. They just wanted to go out and get some air. And they got to deal with people like you at the end of the day. Not understanding them, overlooking them, judging them at the end of the day. And they just trying to come and go and mind their business. But you doing too much to make someone feel uncomfortable, to make them feel like at the end of the day, the world ain't safe. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And that's okay. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. This type of stuff happens every single day. Just because it's not happening in your household, it's happening in someone else's household. And I say that respectfully. Just because it's not happening in your household, it's happening in someone else's household. And the first thing someone is quick to say when it comes to that consumer, oh, they need help at the end of the day. But how would you feel at the end of the day when you want to get up and walk and move on your own, regardless if you're disabled or not? You shouldn't have to wait for somebody at the end of the day when God gave you life. And someone is at least trying at the end of the day to go outside to get some fresh air. And they thought they was able to go into their community with no malicious intentions for someone to kick them down and discourage them, to make them feel like they're not worthy. This type of stuff happens every single day. Folks be talking about they grown, they adults. Yeah, I hear that you pay your bills. At the end of the day, you got a child, you got a couple of children that you brought into this world. But at the end of the day, but damn, would you want to make your would you want somebody to make your child frown because they going through a situation that you can't change at the end of the day, and a doctor can't help you because they don't understand the diagnosis? And I say that respectfully. Now, would you understand someone's point of view? It's a thought process for me. My content is not for everybody. And I say that respectfully. It shouldn't have to take for you to be in a situation for you to understand that at the end of the day, hold on one second. This is not the norm. And I wouldn't want this to happen to me either, for someone to do me wrong. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. Never get discouraged because someone doesn't understand why you believe in your confidence and they lack self-confidence. Someone doesn't understand why you choose you to truly love you, to go within, and to know that you are worthy because you have self-love. It wasn't a walk in the park to love yourself. Folks would never understand the obstacles it had to take for you to choose you. It wasn't a race to heal trauma and pain. But God allows you to believe in your faith, and God showed up for you and allow you to believe that you are worthy of choosing you. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And that's okay. Love is real. Love is one of a kind. Someone truly walked into your life and actually understood your love language, being on the same page. You know, because you had self-love, and they was understanding that they did the same. You know, the energy is different. When you could truly love yourself and someone walks into your life and they love themselves, and y'all willing and able to treat each other right. Someone is not trying to remind you what you've been through when it came to your past. They truly want to see you smile at the end of the day with good intentions. They show you that true love truly lasts. You know, someone could truly walk into your life and show you, hold on one second. I showed you at the end of the day I could treat you right from day one. I ain't trying to switch up on you, gaslight you. I'm trying to show you that the energy could be reciprocated on a two-way page. You know, us meeting each other halfway. Both coming into each other's world. A combination they would never understand when the world's against you, but y'all got each other at the end of the day to bring the best out of each other, mentally stable, not trying to drain each other, truly respecting each other, not trying to have malicious intentions, to kick each other down, but to bring each other's peace. Having someone come into your life to truly pray for you. How your prayers really came true. You know, your dream come true. Someone truly loving you, being on the same page. Someone truly bringing you peace. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments, that energy is different. Someone is truly your biggest cheerleader, up close in person, behind closed doors. They would never understand at the end of the day that your past don't live for the day. You ain't running from your past. But you understood at the end of the day that pain definitely didn't have to last forever, because the right person walked into your life and they truly completed you. That energy is different. When someone walks into your life and is truly loyal and protects you and gives you that comfort to truly respect you, and they're not trying to switch up on you. They truly got good intentions to treat you right, valuing your time and day, and they didn't have excuses why they couldn't love you. They didn't have excuses why they was trying to shortchange you. They wasn't trying to take your kindness for weakness. You was truly a blessing when you walked into their life, when they least expected. Something that they always prayed for and asked for. And only for God to redirect them to the right direction. And that was your point of view. You allowing yourself to love you. And God allowed you to be introduced to someone who was truly for you. The energy is different. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one actually for you. I'm not a genuine love, respect. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. It's not a crime to feel good about yourself when someone tries to kick you down or even discourage you or make you feel like you're not worthy of choosing you, regardless if you're having a good day, a bad day, or a misunderstanding day. You know, what's truly for you at the end of the day is going to uplift you. What's truly for you is not going to have malicious intentions. What's truly for you is not going to discourage you, regardless if you can't see. And I say that respectfully. Because what's truly for you would be truly patient with you. They're going to respect you. And they ain't going to have malicious intentions. And respect will be a two-way street. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. When someone truly ain't got to cause chaos and confusion in your life, and ain't trying to mistreat you and make you feel like you're not worthy of choosing you. And I say that respectfully. It's not about you having insecurity problems or lack of self-confidence or anything of that nature. And I say that respectfully is what's truly for you is going to respect you with no malicious intentions. I'm not your genuine love respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. And that's okay. And I truly appreciate the time to the genuine ones with no malicious intentions. Like I said, practice makes perfect. And that starts with you. Regardless to who doesn't choose you or who overlooks you, practice makes perfect when it comes to choosing you. And actions speak louder than words when you mentally say you're willing to choose you and change. And when it comes to healing trauma and pain, it's not a race or an overnight process. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. You don't think that you're better than anybody. Far from it. But you just knew how to respect yourself and you knew how to respect your neighbor. With no malicious intentions. We are all not the same. Be mindful and wise who you have pray over you. And I say that respectfully. If someone can have so much negative energy towards you at the end of the day, it's no point of accepting a prayer from them. And I say that respectfully because your mindset at the end of the day is not on the same page as to what you're saying. And I say that respectfully. I'm just saying it's just how you come off. If you could disrespect me in the process, no need for you to pray for me at the end of the day. If you're saying I'm not worthy of choosing me and you don't know what's going on with me at the end of the day, there's no reason for you to pray for me because you have ill intentions. If you could sit there and sneak this for me, make me feel like I'm not worthy within the process of you deciding how you're picking and choosing when you're trying to choose me at the end of the day, you're not for me and your prayers is not for me. It's the thought process for me. My content is not for everyone. It's not. I say this respectfully. Confidence is looking so good on you. It is. I don't know who needs to hear this, but confidence is looking so good on you. Don't dim your light. That job opportunity, it wasn't for you. That relationship, it wasn't for you. Them folks at the end of the day that took your kindness or weakness, they wasn't for you. They had to disrespect you to kick you down because they was doing it for likes and views, let alone an evil dollar. They wanted to sell your soul. They wanted the energy harvest off you. They wanted the destiny swipe with you. They wanted to throw sport at you in a toxic way. Them folks wasn't for you. But you showed up for you. You matter your worth and be patient with you. Loving yourself is not a crime. And healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. You know what I realized? That the people that's truly for you at the end of the day, they're not going to manipulate you or antagonize you and make you feel like you're not worthy of choosing you. They're not. They're not going to humiliate you. Regardless to what they're going through in their journey. And it doesn't matter of their upbringing because we are all not the same. When someone has good intentions on coming into someone's life, regardless they know them or not, they don't have malicious intentions. A genuine, authentic person, something that you're not used to, something that you can't relate to, someone not switching up on you, someone being loyal and respectful to you, someone not putting you in secret competition, someone doesn't have envy, energy, or hate within them. It's not putting you in a mindset of not choosing yourself. They will never make you feel unworthy of choosing you. And I say that respectfully, because what's truly for you is going to show up for you and respect you, and it's going to be a two-way street when it comes to respect. And I say that respectfully. Not everybody is meant to be part of your journey. And I don't care if anybody disrespects me in the background, play with spellwork, try to throw it at me because your spellwork is mad weak and you need to get your life together. Like, for real. Like, get your life together. Like, for real. You doing too much. Like, instead of you playing with spellwork, like, invest in yourself. Like, that's so serious. Like, you having all this time and day to play with spellwork at the end of the day, but you forgot to love yourself. Like, hello, what happened to yourself? Reflection. You saying that you love yourself, but you playing with spell work. Hello, you're making yourself mentally unstable even more, jackass. Disturbing your own peace. Nah, respectfully. Like, you're mad corny. Playing with spell work at the end of the day in a toxic way, it tells a lot about your character traits. A lot. It shows that you're weak-minded at the end of the day. It shows at the end of the day that you need a whole straight body jacket because you're out here disturbing innocent people's peace. Respectfully. Or because you don't want somebody to elevate faster than you. It's the thought process to me. Someone didn't have to disrespect you. Someone didn't have to have malicious intentions. All they had to do was be their authentic self. And God shows certain individuals at the end of the day what certain folks be doing. And y'all don't be understanding, like, just stop. It really be the thought process to me. I don't play with spoke in a toxic way. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I ain't got a destiny swipe with nobody. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Let alone I ain't got an energy harvest with nobody. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. To love myself. And I say that respectfully. I don't get turned on wanting to play with spell work. That's weird. In a toxic way, like, that's weird. You trying to mess up somebody's financial stability and all this weird stuff. Like, why would you do that? Why you projecting that energy on yourself at the end of the day in the long run? I never understood that. It's really the thought process of me. Leave innocent people alone. Or because someone loves themselves. And you try to dim their light to discourage them because they're wanting better for themselves. Actions speak louder than words. When you truly saying that you want to mentally heal, you want to heal trauma and pain from a child point of view going into your adulthood, you don't got to kick somebody down. You don't got to manipulate folks at the end of the day to go against one person, or because of the fact that misery loves company, you try to disturb somebody's peace. Or you try to sit there and antagonize somebody because of their sexual orientation or whatever the case may be to get a reaction out of them. Like, leave innocent people alone. They really the thought process of me. Someone truly loves themselves and they mind their business. Like, what's for them is going to show up. If you're not for somebody at the end of the day, you could save your negative energy. For your mammy, it's the thought process. I hope you find peace. You don't like me, jackass. I said what I said. Disturbing the peace. Bothering innocent people. Or because they love themselves. It bothers you that much because someone loves themselves. You know, you can love yourself too. Instead of fake gaslighting and trying to fit in with a trend. Because it bothers you that much. If you truly loved yourself at the end of the day, you wouldn't have to kick somebody down. And I say that respectfully. The math just don't make sense. It don't. If you mentally said that you loved yourself, you ain't got to kick the next person down. You don't. You ain't got to have no type of animosity within you at all. If you truly said that you love yourself. Because you don't have room for it. You don't. And I say that respectfully. It's a thought process to me. I'm not a genuine love respect. I am the original owner of all my content. Is January 3rd, 2025, so they say. No, that's the thought process for me. I said what I said. I'm the original owner of all my content. I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. If you truly loved yourself, you don't have room to kick the next person down. You don't have room to find flaws in someone else or disrespect them when you're supposed to be paying attention to self. Because what's truly for you at the end of the day, it's not going to disrespect you. It's not. And people be picking and choosing who they want to bully. It really be the thought process to me. Folks be forgetting to love themselves. But then you out here sitting here plotting and scheming at the end of the day how they gonna kick the innocent person down that truly loves themselves and ain't gotta wear a mask at the end of the day because they truly choose themselves to go within, regardless of if they financially stable or not. And they not wearing a mask. The energy is different. Someone truly has confidence and you don't like that. Someone stands on their own 2 feet at the end of the day, you don't like that. So you gotta play with Spoic in a toxic way to try to keep them off their throne. It tells a lot about your character. And it's more disgusting to know that people with children do this type of stuff. Doesn't matter if you're a single person or not, that plays with Spoic in a toxic way or try to destiny swipe or energy harvest or whatever the case may be. Would you want somebody playing in your child's face? Would you want somebody doing love spells on your child? Would you want somebody to do come to me spells on your child at the end of the day? Imagine a grown-ass adult and your child's a child and they're not an adult yet. And an adult is doing come to me spells to your child. You know how mentally unstable that is? You can't pick and choose when someone wants to do spell work at the end of the day, but it's a thought process to me. Would you want somebody to manipulate your child? Because you're bothering someone else's child. It's the thought process to me. Like, people don't be thinking sometimes. They really don't. Like, y'all really do not be thinking sometimes. Like, leave innocent people alone. Until it's your situation at the end of the day. Somebody psyching your child, they free will at the end of the day. Then you're like, hold on 1 second. This is not right. But you was just trying to psych somebody else's child, they free will. Like, make it make sense, ma'am, sir. It don't make sense. And the first thing you're saying is that you don't care, you don't give a F at the end of the day until it's your situation. And then you realize at the end of the day, hold on 1 second. I shouldn't have went that direction. And I say that respectfully. I truly hope that you find peace within and protect your children. It's a thought process to me. Leave innocent people alone. Playing with Spoic in a toxic way. And I say that respectfully. It's disgusting to see how folks at the end of the day will sit there and energy harvest off someone's energy, and then when someone speaks up for themselves, they dead ass wrong. Now y'all want to fight somebody. Excuse me? Like, ma'am, sir, make it make sense. The math don't add up. The math don't add up at all. How you could sit there and try to disturb someone's peace and they call you out on your BS at the end of the day. Now they crazy, they slow, stupid, and retarded. But trust and believe, there's so many other individuals that saw what you did too. And they looking at you at the end of the day like you the fool. Leave innocent people alone. You sat there and thought you was going to paint a picture of somebody at the end of the day. That's somebody that truly wasn't. Or because you had controlling issues, you thought you was going to control a narrative. Or because you wanted to fit in with that group of people. Or because of the fact that you wanted to be down with the Joneses at the end of the day. Or because of the fact that you forgot to love yourself. And you sitting there putting on a show that you truly love yourself and you truly are miserable. Because who has a time and day to sit there and play with spell work in a toxic way on an innocent person that's in their own lane? And they not bothering nobody. Besides speaking up for themselves when someone disrespects them. And they're not wrong for them to speak up for themselves. And I say that respectfully. They're not. They didn't have malicious intentions towards their neighbor. Their neighbor painted a picture that it wasn't. And they spoke up for themselves. My content is not for everyone. Leave innocent people alone. And I say that respectfully. I do not play with Spoic in a toxic way. I do not energy harvest off innocent people's energy. I do not destiny swipe with people at the end of the day. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, regardless if I know you or not. Leave innocent people alone. And I am not a witch. Leave innocent people alone. It don't matter what you practice at the end of the day. Leave innocent people alone. You saying, oh, this person is not protected. This person's a false prophet or whatever the case may be. But you're not understanding that everything that you're throwing at this person is not working. You had to hack somebody's phone at the end of the day, and you still ain't find nothing. It's the thought process to me. You had to send somebody to manipulate somebody, and somebody saw right through somebody's BS at the end of the day. All because of the fact that you was doing something for clout, for likes and views. And then you painted somebody to be somebody they truly wasn't. All because you had controlling issues, acting like you knew somebody at the end of the day. All because you sent a third party at the end of the day. If someone got called out that they're a manipulator, it's the thought process of me. This type of stuff happens every single day. Some people are protected, some people are not. And it's more disgusting to see when certain individuals, when your ancestors don't even mess with you no more, and you out here faking at the end of the day. That's crazy work. That's crazy. How your ancestors end up on the other side of the person that you're trying to kick down? Does that make any sense? I never understood the math, like, because it's possible, like, it can happen. It did happen. How your ancestors been stopped messing with you a long time ago. No, ask the thought process of me. Oh, you know, I don't understand this. Too. If something runs in someone's bloodline, right? As far as like health problems or whatever the case may be, that does not mean it's because of someone's karma. It runs in a bloodline. If the doctor told somebody not to eat something and if someone decided to eat it anyway, that's on them. But that's not because of their karma. Please don't let nobody manipulate you when it comes to your illnesses at the end of the day. When you go to certain readers or any spiritualists at the end of the day. Because if it runs in your bloodline, it's not karma. And I say that respectfully. No, it's the thought process for me. Respectfully. If something is hereditary in your bloodline, that is not karma. And I say that respectfully, it's not karma. It's hereditary. It's the thought process of me. If the doctor tell you stop eating something, go on a diet, don't do this, don't do that, and you decide to continue to do it at the end of the day, that's not called karma. It's just that you was not listening. No, it's the thought process for me. Hope you feel better. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Loving yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. It's not. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And it doesn't matter about your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. Always be yourself, regardless to who's rooting for you or not. Folks will try to discourage you, right to left. But when you have confidence at the end of the day, even when they try to discourage you, you're mad in your worth. They don't give up on you. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. Be mindful and wise when playing with spell work on innocent people. No, for real. Like, be mindful and wise when playing with spell work and it talks away towards innocent people. I don't care about what nobody ever said about me at the end of the day. I don't. And I say that respectfully. I never had malicious intentions towards you fools. And I said what I said, you jackass. I hope you find your own peace in your own lane, dummy. Now, respectfully, it's sad and disturbing at the end of the day that I didn't even have to do anything to you for you to feel the animosity and hate that you have within you. For you just not to like me. I tie my shoe different. I smile. I got confidence, something that you couldn't relate to. I choose to love me, something that you don't know how to show up for. It mean what you say at the end of the day. Like, I ain't got to sit here and take notes on being somebody else at the end of the day. Like, I know how to be my authentic self. And it's sad that it had to take a group of people to go against one person. Like, that's crazy work. Like, wow. And someone still stands before themselves today. And y'all sat there and wanted to cite them out their own free will. All because someone had confidence. Someone was able to think for themselves. And someone didn't mind helping you either. Like, that's crazy. How people come into certain individuals' life. Like, certain people don't mind helping people. Like, because they just have that type of heart at the end of the day. They just have that type of kindness at the end of the day. But we are all not the same. And that's okay. You can't why y'all treat people like it's the thought process. I mean, playing with spellwork is not what it is. Like, that's really corny and it's really lame. It really is, and it tells a lot about your character traits. Like, it do. It tells a lot about your character traits. Always be yourself. You can't be nobody else but you. You ever walked into somebody's life and you never took their kindness or weakness? Like, you always respected them with no malicious intentions, like from like day one. Even if like y'all stopped talking, like you ever like, and y'all didn't fall out, like you just had that relationship with somebody, like regardless of the associate or not, like I just had that bond where, you know, well, I see you, whatever the case may be. You feel me? Like y'all didn't end on bad terms, but they would always paint a picture like I ended on bad terms, and that was never the case. But you always remain, but you always remain solid this whole entire time. Even when they disrespected you out loud, you always remain the same. And you ain't disrespect them, never one time. You ain't have malicious intentions towards them, not one time. Like, they was plotting against you, all types of stuff. Like, it's stuff that you could say all day long, but you don't move that way. Like, some people is just not, like, we're all not the same. And it's so crazy how when you your authentic self and people see potential within you, they don't want people to get close to you. They don't want people to respect you because you your authentic self, and you ain't got to try hard to have people that genuinely love you and respect you. Like, people don't like that, and that's crazy work. Like, it's crazy. What's wrong with you? Who raised you? Oh, I know. It's a thought process to me. If you ever get somebody that come into your life and you was truly good to them, and they painted you out to be something that you truly wasn't at the end of the day, you are so brave. You are. And I say that respectfully. Because they was trying to get you to catch a case. It's the thought process of me. You protected your energy. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. No, it's the thought process for me. Nah, respectfully. How someone would truly try to get you to come out of character at the end of the day, and you never switched up. And it became their norm because they do it to everybody else. But you just knew at the end of the day, one day they would have it in them to do that to you, to paint a picture that it wasn't true. No, it's the thought process, man. I hope you find peace. Y'all let me jackass. I said what I said. Disturbing the peace. Oh, because your mask fell off and you was truly a hater. Misery loves company. You put yourself in competition, only to realize you was the issue. Dealing with your own depression at the end of the day. High blood pressure, sky high. Can't even control it at the end of the day when it comes to your comfort zone. Because you forgot to understand what self-control looks like up close in person. Because you lack self-awareness to love yourself. You mentally disturbed at the end of the day. Doctor trying to figure out how to adjust your pain. Doctor can't diagnose you at the end of the day because you're a true hater at the end of the day, but envy written on your forehead, hurting the people out here. Trying to bother the peace. It's a thought process for me. I gotta go. Enough time. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya Genuine Love Respect. I am the original owner of all my content. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Sometimes when God removes certain keys out of your hand to close certain doors in your life, when they come to your past, you're not running from your past, but it was truly a lesson, and you understood the blessing, because God allowed you to see at the end of the day, believe in your faith, that you was the blessing to yourself when they truly didn't know how to love you or respect you, and he wasn't supposed to be part of your journey, because not everybody's supposed to sit at your table, and that's okay. They just a book by its cover when it came to you, but you understood at the end of the day, keep your head held high, and to believe in your faith to continue to elevate, something that they can relate to. It was choosing you, and that's all right. But you chose you because God didn't overlook you. And you didn't have to have malicious intentions to kick somebody down or disrespect anybody at the end of the day. You never thought that you was better than anybody. You never switched up. Always continue to have that beautiful heart that you have within. Now you genuine love, respect. Peace and respect. Send respect to your neighbor. Stop the violence. Shoot out of your way. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I gotta go. I need a nap. Thank you for your time.